The Friday before we got let go, we were having a going away party for somebody, so we had leis and like tropical theme. So when we got the email from HR, we're like, oh, we're getting canned. Let's wear the leis. So they had a big group meeting where they're letting us go, but we were wearing leis, and it was like, oh, it's a layoff. And so we were laughing while they were trying to let us go. And it was a good, like, as far as firings go, I think it was fun.
That's the best.
It was the best one I've ever been to.
I bet that's why they're almost like a little freaked out. Like, why are these people this happy? What are they not? But yeah, a layoff, that's adorable.
Let's talk Tales. Today's Tales with Taylor guest is a self-proclaimed serial entrepreneur. After graduating from the Art Institute of Phoenix with a Bachelor of Arts in Graphic Design, my guest worked at GoDaddy for nearly 7 years, rising from an entry-level design position to senior designer. In 2016, she launched Website Design Plus, currently her largest business offering web design, website maintenance, and local SEO services. Website Design Plus has served hundreds of small business owners all over the United States by helping to develop their brand and online presence. Her other pursuits include the game of Greek mythology board game. Yes, we will be asking more about that. Maggie and a custom laser-engraved gifts, and Hearthstone Natural Skincare. It's Maggie Rodriguez. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. I have to just ask more about this Greek mythology board game. We're not going to focus the whole interview on this, but tell me the tale behind that game.
Yeah, I still have trouble picking my major, but at one point I was an education major, and we had to come up with a way to teach Greek mythology to some fifth graders. So I came up with a board game, and it started in like this Pizza Hut box with some paper pieces. And then a client of mine had her own board game, and I saw how she was making it. So I was like, I could actually make this into a real thing. So yeah, that's actually a thing that we can produce, and it looks like a real board game, not just a Pizza Hut box. But yeah, it's a Greek mythology trivia, and it's just a way to help kids memorize and learn about Greek mythology.
That sounds really fun. Like, we are a big gaming family. We have so many games. Like, my 6-year-old literally loves playing Monopoly.
Oh, wow.
So, yes, exactly. And so what would be the age group you would suggest for that game?
So, it's tricky. I don't want to brag too much. I have 4 boys, and so they're advanced. So they were playing it when they're like 3 and 4 years old. So as soon as they can read, I would say, because we're just going to read the cards and then guess. And
so right up the alley for my 6-year-old.
Yeah.
Then. Okay, I love that. All right, I'm definitely going to look that up because I'm always looking for a good game, and that sounds like it's fun and educational. So bam, bam, cook 2 pies in 1 oven.
Right. Yes.
Excellent. And so your primary business, though, is Website Design Plus, and you started all the way back in 2016. So how have you seen the world of web design and the need of having a website evolve?
Yeah. So it kind of became like this commodity, like, oh, do you have a website? You need a website, and like no real goal behind it. So I've seen it just like one thing you have to have, and now we need a very specific goal. How is this going to help you, and how to separate yourself from other people doing the exact same thing? Mm-hmm. So there's that, like, it's not just a brochure. We actually have to have it as a tool working for you, an employee in your business. And then just technology-wise, it's been bananas, just like the difference, like the things I was an expert at 15 years ago are irrelevant today. Yeah. So you have to keep up. So it's changing and getting easier and better and faster and easier to mess up as well. But on both avenues, it's crazy how much it's changed.
And tell me the tale you told yourself when you decided to go full-time and actually start your own business doing this. Because GoDaddy is a very well-known organization, probably one where, especially once you reach to a senior level, I can imagine you have a little bit of that, hey, I've made it, I'm in a stable, comfortable position where I know for a fact what my paycheck will be.
Yeah.
Tell me the tale that made you go, forget stability, let's do this on our own.
Well, so January of that year, I registered my domain name, started building the website, and then in that May, I signed up for the Mesa Chamber of Commerce. I felt a pull. I needed to go do this thing on my own, and appreciate what I learned at GoDaddy and the people I met. But I was getting ready to jump ship. And then I was very super lucky. I think it was that July. My team got let go, actually. So it was a nice kick out of the nest. I was like, well, okay, this is it.
Sometimes those are the best, those forceful goodbyes, because then it's like, okay, well, now there's no question. There's no, you're just.
Yeah, and I'm so glad it was called night coffee. So like I was working during the day, come home after kids go to bed, I would be on the computer drinking my coffee, just trying to get my website going. And I'm so glad I did, because I was like, well, it's ready. I'm ready. This is it.
Yeah.
Severance pay is awesome. I took that. So,
that's beautiful. Yes.
Yeah. So it worked out great. And it was so fun. The Friday before we got let go, we were having a going away party for somebody. So we had leis and like tropical theme. So when we got the email from HR, we're like, oh, we're getting canned. Let's wear the leis. So they had a big group meeting where they're letting us go, but we were wearing leis, and I was like, oh, it's a layoff. And so we were laughing while they were trying to let us go. And it was a good, like, as far as firings go, I think it was fun.
That's the best.
It was the best one I've ever been to.
I bet that's why they're almost like a little freaked out. Like, why are these people this happy? What are they not? But yeah, a layoff. That's adorable.
But yeah, it was good times. And so I'm still in touch with people that I met there, and they're great people. So
it's awesome.
Yeah,
that's great. So if someone was watching this and they're just getting started with their business, you've obviously have been in business for a while now. What would be some suggestions that you would have to people first starting?
Network. So yeah, I consider myself an introvert, so that was hard getting out there. I joined the Chamber of Commerce, and I went to some meetings, and I'm just so shy and just hunched over. And then some really amazing people would introduce themselves to me and then drag me around and introduce me to other people. So I just getting to know people and being okay with that. Go network, go to these meetings. And there's another one. I drove up, walked in the door. Oh, I can't do this. Walked right out.
Oh, no.
So just getting used to that, getting used to networking and really learning about people, not just go there and try to hand out business cards, like talk to them and see what their problems are. And yeah, it's not about you. It's about them.
Exactly. And I think, for people, because I'm also more so an introvert, I would much rather choose to stay home in my own little cubby of life, than be out and about. Yeah. But, I think you always need to go in with the intention. And so, yes, there's the intention of I'm seeking for people I can help. Yeah. And I think if you go in with that mindset of like, I'm seeking for people I can help, yes, you're still like a sales mindset, but in a curiosity state where you are just going to be asking those questions of like, what's your business? What's your biggest struggle right now? And, I know with myself too, we do video marketing, but I always want to know like who to refer, So it's always good too to just be aware of like who can be in your, Rolodex of connections to just be a good resource to people.
Yeah. Yeah. So coming from a place of service, like what can I do for you? And then a big part of that, my old sales coach, he was like, don't ask them to marry you first time you meet them. It's like, that's true, because that's weird and uncomfortable. So just get to know them, romance them. Start with the hi.
That reminds me of one of my clients, Tish Time. She has a book that says networking is not a one-night stand.
Right.
And so it's just like that where, you need to build relationships, especially in terms of like a website. A website's it can be such a big investment for a business because it is that first impression that many people can have. And if they're having a bad first impression on your brand, then, what's that really going to do? So what makes a good first impression when it comes to a website design?
Working.
Working. That is
definitely load.
Yes, the 404. So eliminating those 404 warnings, other than the obvious. When you're maybe looking at someone's website and seeing what could be enhanced, what are some of the things that you tend to look at or want to see or think about when you're designing for your clients?
Yeah. I would say our call to action. So a lot of the time when there are new businesses, they're really excited about their logo, and that's great. I love logos, but that shouldn't be the first thing that you're advertising. So like we have your logo and then your logo again in the center of the screen. We really want to guide the client or the customer, the website viewer, to what they can do next. Like, should they schedule something? Should they check out this thing or download this thing, just to help them on their journey? So kind of like like a please wait to be seated sign. Like, don't just seat yourself and have them go wherever. Like, help guide them through the website. So giving direction, make things easy to find, like what you want them to do, versus going through each page one by one to try to figure things out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. No, I know we're going to be talking a lot about my
Love
little
it.
makeshift website that I've been working on for many, many years. But that's something, too, though, that a website isn't ever done.
No. No, it's not. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm really trying to build up how many people I help a month. Because I hear it a lot and I hate it, but like, I can't get hold of my designer, or nobody's returning my emails. Like, my designer, she has
Maggie,
either...
this is why I refer to you
Thank
and
you.
talk to you, because you actually communicate and respond. Yes, no,
Yeah,
it's so true.
It's bananas how people just don't reply to emails or answer the phone. So, like, I'm there. I'll fix it. Like, what is it? Tell me what it is and I'll fix it. And, like, if you're one of my members, like, you're a priority. It gets done in a certain amount of time, guaranteed. And, yeah, so I'm truly trying to be the most service by helping people who just are so tired of that. It gives us a bad name. Like, stop that.
Yeah, I feel like even in our industry too, you know, half the time our clients are just happy because we show up when we say we're going to show up. It's like we're like kind of like in the handyman world of like, oh, hopefully they show up, and it's so bad.
Yeah.
And so, how has the world of AI helped or not helped your industry? Have you seen?
So it was a little intimidating at first. I was like, oh no, AI is going to take over. But like, people have been able to get a free website for the longest time, and it's still what you do with that. And even like desktop publishing, like when that first came out, people didn't have to go to, you know, the print shop to get a flyer done. They could do it themselves. Right. Which, you know, no shame in, but sometimes it looks like you did it yourself. So I think if you're good,
you did it on Paint.
Yeah, and it's so, where is it going with that? There's no shame in doing it yourself, but it looks like sometimes you did it yourself when maybe that's not the first impression you want to give.
Right.
Like, all things being equal between you and your competitor, like, there are some trust factors, like with how your website looks. And so AI, it is pulling from what exists already and compiling that into what it thinks is a good result. So if you go to one of the AI site builders, like, you're not getting anything really new. And is that a benefit to you? So I think for now, still having a human eye on it is very important. And like I said, I was intimidated at first, but then I went and tried them out. I was like, oh, I'm fine. Like, this is fine.
Yeah, because, you know, cookie cutter can only get you so far. If you look like, you know, if you write down, I need a chiropractic website, and then you look like every other chiropractic website with the same B-roll, you know, stock photos and videos, then, what's separating you from your competition? And so that's where having that, you know, design eye and human touch really makes it so brand shine through.
Yeah. And I think it can be a great tool to help, especially if you don't have a large team, just to bounce ideas off even. But yeah, I think definitely still need a human eye over the major parts of it.
Yeah. So you had mentioned that you are a mom of 4 boys.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Having just one boy just makes me exhausted saying 4. But how do you navigate, you know, being a present parent as well as being a successful business owner?
So my husband's awesome, and he does so much. So I'm not doing this all on my own. So I have help. He actually watches them and homeschools during the day.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I'm able to work my set hours during the day, and I come out for lunch and say hi and stuff. And like, if somebody screaming got hurt, you know, I'm here. I can help. So yeah, that's how I do it. And then in the evenings, he does go to work now. So I have 4 boys, and it's amazing.
And what's the age range?
My oldest is 12, almost 13, and my youngest, I have a 9-month-old.
Oh my goodness.
I have a bonus baby later in life.
I didn't realize that. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
It was quite the surprise.
Yeah. You're like, wait a second here.
Like, what?
Wow. That is amazing.
Yeah. It was crazy.
So that is such a range. You are, you know, in the midst of the teenage life and also still in the like incapable of doing much on your own life. So yeah, how do you it's just having partnerships in your world, do you think makes all the difference?
I think perspective, because I had I had the breast cancer thing
Yeah.
a couple years ago, and so things just aren't as big a deal anymore. Like, it's fine. It's fine. And I think I'm older now, so I'm over 40, and having a baby at that age, like, I'm not panicked like I was with my first guy. Like, why is he crying? This one, I'm like, it's fine. He's fine.
Right.
Everything's fine.
Man, are you going to go for a fit and just make a
No.
strong basketball team? No.
No, we took measures.
Okay. Yes. We're like, come on, science. Let's
I-
have this happening.
I don't think I could survive, but yeah, we're good.
Yeah, that makes me exhausted hearing this. And I live too, and every time, you know, my husband and I are always ask, oh, you can have more, you can have more. No, we're like, there's two of us, only 2 arms. I can't even imagine.
And you know
power to you both.
The arms actually, so my 12 and 11-year-old, like, they're, and my 9-year-old, they're such good help, and they
That's
love
great.
him.
Oh.
So it's great. They're able to pick him up and like, hey, go entertain him so I can do dinner or something. So
That's nice.
I do have to give credit to them too.
That is really nice. That's really nice to have that extra bit of help. And I think being in a cognitive enough state to truly know what help means. Sometimes my 6-year-old, he doesn't quite always get
I'm helping.
Yeah.
Oh God, no.
Maybe we don't want to teach her that. So that is amazing. So I'm always wondering too, you know, I feel like, at least myself as a business owner, I always want to have like personal development and learn things. And so books are always a great, you know, avenue for that. What is the favorite tale that you've ever read, or even your favorite tale you've ever watched?
Yeah. So professionally, I would say Profit First was a really good book for me. And that sounds kind of evil, profit first, but it's really not. Like, I'm in business to support my family and I need to pay myself. And so just how, I forget his name, probably Mike something. He just has ways of organizing your money and how to manage that. I really appreciated that one. And then, oh gosh, I cannot remember the name. I mentioned it on all my little blog posts. The E-Myth Revisited.
Yes.
So that was a huge one.
Yes.
Like, I am the technician, but I need to build it in a way that I can step away.
Yes, that's one is worth a re-listen here
Yeah.
and there, because I feel like through the different stages of your business, you pick up on different tips and, you know, you hear things differently depending on where in the stage of your business you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one too a lot. And then how about movies? Do you enjoy watching any movies or shows or anything?
Yeah, I used to be such a huge movie buff, and I worked at Hollywood Video for a while. You know when that was a thing?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I still have my polo. Yeah, I used to love movies. Gosh, I think for the longest time, Shawshank Redemption was one of my favorites.
Hey, that's a good one. Yeah.
But I don't watch as many today. It's hard. I'm always reading something or scrolling something versus movies. So.
Right. And I think sometimes with family members, it's hard.
Yeah.
Sure, it's like a little age appropriate.
Oh my God. Yeah. So like the 1980s PG-13 is not today's PG-13.
No, you're just like, how was I allowed to watch this?
I'm sorry, boys.
All right. And it's just a, you know, different world. Like, yeah, that's totally sexual harassment that everyone's laughing at right now. Like, this isn't funny. Yeah, no, it's a different world. Yeah, movies we grew up as kids are just not appropriate anymore.
Yeah.
You got to be like a teenager where you can explain things.
Right. Yeah.
So it's a different time.
It's like, and then at the time when I was younger watching it, I was like, like, no big deal.
You didn't think anything of it.
Yeah,
No.
it's fine.
Yeah, I feel like I was allowed to watch like R-rated movies as long as it was like, yeah, if it was just like nudity and language, they're like, yeah, you know not to say that, and people are naked, whatever.
Yeah, my mom gave me some good talking to, because I went through a cursing phase, and she's like, there are a lot of things I do that I don't want you to do. I was like, okay.
Right. Stop, TMI, stop.
Yeah. I'm good.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm always so curious too. When it comes to, you know, coming up with a brand, colors are so important.
Yeah.
And I love the colors that you chose. So what
Thank
made you to choose, you know, that Tiffany blue?
Yeah, well, so just color theory, just it's a friendly color. It's a trustworthy color. People tend to gravitate towards that, and I want to be somebody that's trusted.
Yes.
So that was the big thing. It's friendly. And then just for funsies, I also throw in purple and orange.
Okay.
Sometimes, like, it's just, I like it. But also, we do need to consider brand color theory and East versus West, because like colors mean something different in Asia versus the United States.
That's
so,
a great thing to think about if you're wanting to be international like that.
Yeah, for sure. So like white, wedding dress. Like, no, that's the color of mourning over there. So we don't want to. let's avoid that.
Interesting. Do you find that there's a single color if someone was unsure about the color theory and what to choose? Is there one that universally, like, is it a blue? Is it a darker blue? Is it a lighter blue? Like, are there particular colors that at least like universally and internationally tend to be safe, that mean all happy or that mean all something?
It's a lot of blues and teals. Yeah. I'd have to dig some more, but just from social media like Facebook, LinkedIn.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, you think about all of those apps, they all are kind of leaning on the blue side. That's why we chose blue too, because we wanted to be seen as like a corporate trusted solution for businesses.
And it's working.
Thank you.
It's working.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, and I look good in blue, I think. So
absolutely.
There you go. Yeah, and that's what I always tell people too. I'm like, you gotta pick a color that you actually want to wear.
Yeah.
Because if you don't want to wear that color, like, you're gonna be surrounded by that color. You have to make sure it's something good.
Yeah.
So
we can always come up with a reason. Sometimes it's like, I like it.
and that sometimes is a perfect reason. Like, I definitely have had people, maybe they had purple and they're just like, I really love purple. Purple's my favorite color. And it's like, well, great. And it's unique, not many things are purple and naturally,
Yeah. And then, if we're selling it, like, it means these things. So we'll tag it along with that as well. But
yes. And so do you help people discover even some of the brand, like if they're brand spanking new and they're like, look, I have a vision, I'm very skilled in this, I need to market myself, would you help someone determine some of those color schemes and things like that?
Yeah, for sure. If they have an idea of what they want, I'll explore that and then come up with the color numbers and things, and then I have some people, they have no idea, and so we have this conversation, like what you want people to feel when they interact with you, and then from there we pick out the colors. And it's either or, like, where are you right now and what do you need, and we'll go that route.
Excellent. And are there particular industries or solopreneurs or entrepreneurs that you prefer to work with?
Yes. So actually, if you're a service-based business, so like you help people locally, it can be more efficient to get you found online that way. So I would love to help those people. So like if you have a Google business page, or you should have a Google business page, that's who I would love to help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So local brick and mortar locations, anyone who wants to have a strong local presence.
Yeah.
Those are the people who you'd prefer to work with. However, you can work across the U.S., as we mentioned in your bio. And so they don't necessarily need to be here in Arizona.
Oh, yeah. No. I have a client in Seattle. He owns a hair salon. So he serves his area locally. So I know how to help him. And then, dietitians over here, they serve their clients locally, so I help them in their area.
Perfect.
So they don't have to be close to me, just to their clients.
That's excellent. That's excellent to know. Awesome. And so, when we think about our journey, was there a tale that you wish you would have told your younger self sooner?
I think it was building confidence. And my almost teenager, when he was like 5 or 6 years old, he wrote "Mom is a badass," but he thought badass meant a-hole. So he was mad at me, and he wrote "Mom is a badass." But I saved that.
And you're like,
you know what? That's kind of true. So I saved that, and I have that as my little reminder. So like, I wish I had confidence, because I see, and I'm not the best designer out there, but I'm better than a lot, I would say, and I need to have that confidence and know, like, I'm good at this, I can do this, and I can help people. So having that confidence, like, you can go out and do this thing, I wish I had kicked myself out of the nest sooner.
But I feel like that's what most people say that. Most people say that, I wish I would have had confidence. I wish I would have, done it sooner. I wish I didn't experience, imposter syndrome. I wonder why, as entrepreneurs and business owners, and I think also women especially, tend to feel that way.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I needed more hugs as a child. I don't know.
Right? Who really knows? But I think I think it just comes with age. I just think everyone, when you're younger, there's just there's that balance of wanting to stick out but fit in. And I think that constant, push and pull in life of like, I want to stick out but fit in, I think it's not until you get older that you do actually just naturally build that confidence muscle. And so, young entrepreneurs out there, try to flex that confidence muscle a little sooner.
Yeah, and it just goes by so fast because you kind of get put in this role, like, I'm a student, I'm learning. Mm-hmm. And then, okay, I'm new at this. And then suddenly, like, people are passing you by, and it's like, wait, when did that happen? Like, when is it okay for me it's okay for me to jump off now? Like,
yeah.
So just just leap and then look.
Look, leap, try to do them simultaneously, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, just go.
And so you shared with us some of your favorite tales. Now, if you were to write a book, what would be the title of that tale?
Other people's spaghetti.
Other people's spaghetti. I
Yeah.
love that.
Because we all kind of do the same things, but we do them in our own way. And that's what makes us unique. And you may hate their spaghetti, or you might learn something new and decide you like that. And it's also like communication. Like, we're talking about the same thing, but we're really not. Like, I've thought about that one, like other people's spaghetti.
Yeah, you were so fast on that. I loved it. That's why I was like, there's a book already in there.
Yeah,
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
thinking about it. So
Okay, other people's spaghetti. So other people's spaghetti, what's the subline then?
Yeah, I'll think of the subline.
Yeah. So like navigating or other people's spaghetti, navigating people's differences and similarities.
Not your noodle or something.
Not your noodles. Yeah, okay. I love that. Al dente for me,
Brainstorm.
please. I like a double bake. Spaghetti. I like to double bake my stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, something about that double bake just.
So you have a higher level of taste. Yeah. So when you say spaghetti, that means something else. Then,
Right? Yeah, exactly. Although my daughter still loves ramen, so it is what
it's fine.
That is awesome. I really do love that title.
Thank you.
It just like stuck out right away. I could just see it being like really visual on the cover, just
Yeah.
like that meatball about to fall off the plate.
Yeah, we'll see if it sticks.
Right, exactly. Oh, yeah, that's another one. Okay, you got my wheels turning. Well, let me know when that book comes out. And one of my more, serious, more important questions I always ask is, what's your favorite animal with a tail?
Oh. I guess a turtle. I don't know.
Turtles do have little tails. Okay,
Yeah.
what makes you choose a turtle?
I think it's just nostalgia. My brothers were crazy into Ninja Turtles. Like, they had a whole wall full of Ninja Turtles, and then we
Nice.
would find like box turtles walking around. And
Where did
then-
you grow up originally?
Southern New Mexico. So it's
Okay.
like here, but like 10, 15 degrees cooler.
Yeah. Yeah, I drove through. So I'm originally from the East Coast. And when I moved to Arizona, I stayed a night in Santa Fe. And I was shocked how cold it was.
Yeah, well, that's north. I'm
Okay.
south.
Got it.
So like there's Arizona and Mexico, and then that's where I grew up.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, and so there's just box turtles just hanging around.
wandering around. Yeah,
That's so cute.
yeah. And I do love dogs. I really like dogs.
It's
as
okay.
well.
You can keep the turtle.
But yeah, I like the turtles.
Yeah, that is awesome. No, and turtles are very unique, and I think that also kind of speaks to how you mentioned being an introvert. Like turtles, you can hide in your shell.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, you can hide in your shell, but then when you're out and about, you are noticed. No
Yeah.
one doesn't notice a turtle once they're actually out of their shell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got a hard shell. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little metaphor behind there. I love that.
We're
love
exploring. I like
that.
this.
Yes, this is excellent. So yeah, at the end of this, you're gonna already have your title of your book. You're gonna be rocking, and then it's awesome.
Turtle and spaghetti. I'm seeing the cover. Yeah.
Maybe the turtle is the chef.
Oh my god.
I love it. Oh man. So, with web design, the other question that I have too, and I know a lot of people ask me all the time is like, does it need to be a WordPress? Can I use Wix? Can I, do the GoDaddy builder? Can I do, there's the Go High Level landing page? Like, does it matter per se? Or what would you tell someone, if they were also in that beginning stage of like, okay, where do I even start?
I think it depends on what the big goal is. So like 33% of websites out there are on WordPress.
Mm-hmm.
So there are a lot of tools that can help you. So like SEO tools, whereas some of the newer stuff, they're very limited to their own proprietary software.
Mm-hmm.
And I built on GoDaddy stuff, and I'm playing with High Level now. And I think for landing pages, like we have a campaign we're sending people to directly, like that makes sense. Like you don't have to do this huge blog website.
Right, multi-pages.
Yeah. So I think that makes sense. And then it's also do what you can with what you have.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've kind of talked about that before. So if you can't afford, WordPress itself is free, but the hosting for it, you have to pay for. So,
Right.
And then actually building it. So start where you can. So you can have a free Wix website and get started there, and then build as you grow. And I prefer working with WordPress because of all those tools, and it helps me do my job faster, get you results faster.
There you go.
But it's not absolutely this or you're going to fail. But it might be easier if we go this route. And then if you're doing an online store, that's even different. Like you might do Shopify versus WordPress. So yeah, I prefer WordPress for most things.
And that's what I feel like is the common thing I hear. I think it's like it doesn't like Google kind of trust it. It's indexed more and things like that.
No.
Or is it just more so the SEO tools behind it?
It really, like what your content is. So yeah, I mean, I've seen like Blogspot websites show up on the first page, even though it's not a full domain. It's the subdomain of Blogspot. So like myblog.blogspot.com, like those can still show up on page one. So it's what you're doing to the website, not just what company's behind it.
And then how often should you be adding new content and updating the website?
So it kind of depends, because you can just throw out a lot of content, but if you're not doing keyword research on it, it's probably not going to help you. So I have one client, she's a dietitian, and she wanted to do a post about like creatine. It's not a protein, it's a something or other, I forget. So just like her keyword focus was creatine, but there's so many other blog posts about creatine, like hers isn't going to get found. So if you do well-researched keywords, like we have to find a key phrase with that keyword in it. And there were some that a lot of people are searching for, but not a lot of people are writing about it. So we have to find those key phrases.
Got it.
And so if you're posting those like once or twice a month, you might get found faster rather than just churning out non-researched topics. So it kind of depends, and I hate that answer, but it does depend.
It does depend.
Yeah.
It depends on the industry sometimes.
For sure.
It depends on a multitude of factors.
Yeah.
And so, excellent. I really appreciate your time and your knowledge. If you were to leave everyone with just like one tip of advice, whether it's, something around the world of starting a business or something about, getting your website in order, what would be that tip?
Yeah, research and don't be afraid to ask for help, and go for it.
Yes, and don't be afraid to ask for help, because I know we have had, a few web designers on our website, and we've been, makeshifting and putting in our own patchwork, but my goodness, unless you're a pro, like you can, like you mentioned, you can tell when something's kind of done on your own. And so it's always best just to invest the means to hire a professional who lives in that world, who knows how to do it, and get it done correctly.
Yeah.
So, yes. So thank you for what you do. If people want to learn more about you or, be able to get their website, audited by you or anything like that, how can people get a hold of you?
Primary website is websitedesign.plus, so PLUS, or you can find all my happenings at themaggie.com.
The Maggie. And that reminds me, one other question.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me more about the laser engraving.
Yeah. So that's a creative outlet. I wish I brought my Tumblr, but maggieandalaser.com is that one. So it's just customized gifts. Okay. And that's another thing, like gift giving for businesses, like saying thank you. Like you don't give them a cup with your logo on it. You make it about them. So I really like doing that for my clients. I do Tumblrs and things saying thank you for the referral or things like that. So it's customized almost anything.
Okay, so you do Tumblrs. What else? And what's the run? Can you do like a single run for a single client?
Oh yeah, that's what I prefer. Like if you're gonna have like 200 Tumblrs printed or lasered, I'm probably not the best one for that. So I do, I like the customized, and that's where my graphic design comes in too. Like if you tell me an idea that you have, I can go create that and then we'll laser it. And
that's so cool.
Thank you.
So Tumblrs, what are three others of your favorite gifts that you like to provide for people?
So cutting boards are really popular. And then for one of my kids' birthdays coming up, we're gonna do little wooden tokens with his face on it, kind of like at a game.
Yeah. Like an arcade?
Yes, arcade. Yeah. Thank you. So we're gonna do custom wooden coins.
So cute.
Yeah, thank you.
No, it's so cute. I love that. Yeah, so I didn't even know that. I feel like I've known you for so long, but I did not know about the custom gifts, and I love that because you're filling in a need that I run into a lot of issues with, because most times it's like, you need to buy 25, you need to buy 55, and I'm like, I need 2. I want 2.
Yeah.
And so that's excellent that you're providing that service for people. And then it's really a one-stop shop, because then you can get the website done, and then let's say you want to do a thank you gift, like you already know the brand.
Yeah.
I
got your logo on file.
You got your logo on file. You can already take care of it and everything.
Yeah.
That is excellent. So remind people, what's that website?
That one's maggieandalaser.com.
Maggie and a Laser. So Maggie and a Laser, the Greek mythology board game.
Yeah.
And then skincare?
Yeah, so that's another thing.
You do look fabulous.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so I did have breast cancer a couple years ago, and that was very dumb, and I don't recommend it. Just don't do that. But
most people try to avoid it, but it's kind of sort of happens.
Yeah. So I was joking around with my sister-in-law, and that's another book we were coming up with. This is like Everything Causes Cancer. Like that's the title of the book.
That's a great title too.
Yeah. So I wanted to know exactly what I'm putting on my face and what's going in my body. I don't like these generic fragrances and things. So I started making my own skin salve, and it's really great for family members' eczema. So that was fun. And then now I'm getting into making more things like there's a certain type of oil that helps with dark spots. So I'm making my own face oil now.
Wow.
And so I'm doing these things, and this is like, I can't decide on my major. I keep doing all these different things. But yeah, so I'm going to have that available next month for sale online. I have a friend who's opening her own boutique emporium, and I'm going to sell it there, but also it'll be online next month.
Perfect. Well, make sure you give us all the links. All the links to all the amazing things that Maggie does will be on the show notes of Tales of Taylor website. So make sure you stay connected. I know I'm going to get connected because all of this just sounds fabulous. So thank you so very much.
Thank you. This is great.
Awesome. So just go ahead, get out there and do it. Get your website up. It's no longer maybe you need a website. Everyone needs a website.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching Tales with Taylor. Please make sure you like and subscribe to the Financial Potion YouTube channel to never miss an episode.